We have scores, updates, and highlights from the Week 5 of high school football here on myGSPN Recap. Good afternoon, guys. Chris Gonzalez here, and welcome back to this edition of myGSPN Recap, where we talk high school sports. This show is brought to you guys by GardenGrocer.com and You Discover Florida. And we have a very exciting show for you guys today, recapping the events from this past Friday night in Week 5 of high school football. But before we get started, I want you guys to go ahead and make sure that you're following us along on all of our social media handles to stay up to date with everything that we have going on here. Twitter at myGSPN Sports, Instagram at myGSPN, and go ahead and click that subscribe button just down below the video to stay up to date with everything that we have going on. Now, Friday night, I had the chance to make it out to East Ridge High School as they were playing against the St. Mary's Ryken Knights in a Battle of the States game, which was sponsored by KSA Events. East Ridge came into this game undefeated, but that did not stop St. Mary's from bringing the heat. Ryken would find themselves on the board early in the first on a beautiful pass play from number 5 Trevor Narad to a wide open receiver, number 11 Will Johnson. That made the game 7-0 St. Mary's to start it off. More first quarter action. East Ridge quarterback Robbie Sanders rolls out to the outside, and he's going to toss up an absolute dime to Tyshawn Tunnell, who brings it down for an East Ridge Knights touchdown. The extra point was missed, and the score remained 7-6 St. Mary's. Pulling up to the end of the first quarter with 48 seconds remaining, Trevor Narad and Will Johnson are going to connect again for their second touchdown of the night. This time it's in the corner of the end zone over a defender, making it 14-6, and this is where things started to get out of hand. St. Mary's defense was out there all night long, causing problems for East Ridge's offense. They did an outstanding job shutting down the run game especially. A field goal by Ryken puts them up 17-6 with 5:49 remaining in the first half. On the ensuing drive, St. Mary's defense comes up with a big-time interception by number 14, Daniel Olam, who takes it all the way back and dives past the pylon for a pick six, 24-16 St. Mary's. Another big stop by St. Mary's as number 18, Jacob Pinkney, comes down with an interception, setting up their offense with amazing field position. And a few plays later, Trevor Narad is going to get his third passing touchdown of the night. This time, he connects with number 2, Desmond Williams, to make it 31-6. East Ridge had to get something going here, and with just under a minute before halftime, their offense got the job done. Robbie Sanders and Jack Crumblish make some magic happen and connect for a Knights touchdown to send the game into halftime, 31-12 with St. Mary's in the lead. Coming out of halftime, Ryken did not lose a bit of steam. The offense came out moving the chains and eventually found the end zone on a run by junior running back Jamari Bowman, his first of the night, 38-12 St. Mary's. Ryken would find the end zone again on a touchdown by number 7, Aiden Weber, which was set up by a big-time play by him just one play before, where he was dragging defenders with him along the sideline before getting pushed out just short of the end zone. St. Mary's would find the end zone one more time for this game on Trevor Narad's fourth passing touchdown of the night and head back to Maryland with the big-time 51-20 win over East Ridge, improving their record to 2-2. Another game that we got a chance to make it out to on Friday night was the battle in Ocoee between the Ocoee Knights and the Wekiva Mustangs. Wekiva, coming into this game undefeated, battled against Ocoee and got off to a hot start. They scored on their first 2 possessions of the game on 2 touchdown runs by number 1 Larry Preston, and dominating in the first quarter to make things 14-0 in their favor. Things would switch up in the second quarter as Ocoee would take the dominance, shutting Wekiva out and scoring 2 touchdowns as well. First, a quarterback run by number 14 Nick Wright, and at the end of the quarter, one of his passes would get tipped in the end zone, and number 5, Corey Jackson, would be in perfect position to haul it in for a touchdown. Wekiva would go into halftime leading 14-13. The remainder of this game would be a battle of field position until the last possession of the game. Ocoee still down by 1, and after a few pass interference calls would find themselves in field goal position with 4 seconds left in this game. The kick is up, and it's blocked by Wekiva, and the Mustangs get the win 14-13 and remain undefeated, and we have a huge game as they will be on the road again this upcoming week to play undefeated Edgewater in myGSPN's Game of the Week. You guys can catch us out there on Friday night. Ocoee, on the other hand, is going to fall to 3-2 on the season, and they will also be on the road this week to play against Evans. Two amazing games there on that past Friday night. I was actually at that Eastridge versus St. Mary's Ryken's game, and that team from Maryland came down and did their thing. Now, guys, we're going to have another recap of the game tomorrow between Edgewater and Winter Park on myGSPN's Double Take. Don't forget to go ahead and tune into that one. You guys are not going to want to miss that. That's our show for today, guys. We want to go ahead and thank our sponsors, GardenGrocer.com. If you're staying in the Orlando area at one of the Disney resorts, go ahead and place an order for groceries to be delivered to your room at the time of check-in. Save money and time by shopping with GardenGrocer.com. And not to forget, UDiscover Florida. If you're looking for a restaurant, hotel, or just for something to do for fun this weekend, go ahead and give them a look on Instagram at UDiscover Florida. And hey guys, guess what? myGSPN is looking for interns. So if you love sports and talking about sports, then myGSPN has the perfect opportunity for you. We're looking for writers, reporters, and photogs. So if you're in high school and are eager to learn, then reach out to Brianna Gonzalez at brianna.mygspn@gmail.com for more information on that. Once again, guys, I'm Chris Gonzalez, and this has been another edition of myGSPN's Recap, where as always, you guys know it's your sports, all you, all the time.